Hello, boys and girls. My name is Yoshi, and I'm welcoming you back to my 100%, just making sure it's the right user, yeah. My true 100% playthrough Mario Kart World, and I'll just show you what happened. In the last video, we used Yoshi to get through all of the 150cc cups, which in turn also got us mirror mode unlocked. We also did all the knockout tours, but I showed that already in a different video, so we'll probably look through everything again once we get done with the final knockout tour. Depends on how good we are. But that's not what we're doing today. Now we're going to tackle the main 100% that we've been going for the longest time now. So yeah. Remember those coins and all those other random stuff we had to collect? Now, we are gonna have to actually complete the 100% setup. See, the only reason I did that early and not, like, later or something else, or rather, reason why I wanted to finish the 100% later is mainly so that you guys could see 150cc. And I think I made the absolute perfect decision, because I'll tell you right now, the AI just got a massive nerf. They still seem to hear my request about the AI being a little bit stronger than in Mario Kart. So, they actually nerfed it. I don't know how big it is. I don't know how many tries it's going to take me to do mirror mode now. I'll probably still have to practice a little bit, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to keep their big lead that they had before. Ugh, that's not a good start. That is a really weird angle to have to take that early on. Not gonna lie. And by the way, I'm just gonna probably use whatever, because I have no clue what I used before, and I want to at least get some play in with Yoshi. I think I know what I have to do now. I just somehow drift. And then board that when it comes. This is weird. Some of these, it's hard to even understand what they expect you to do, but even weirder, it's like, look at this on the side. Like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Meaning we are expected to have to brake? Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I know what it is now. This is actually just a slow auto-scroller, basically, then. What I mean by auto-scroller, I mean that literally you cannot do anything for a bit. So you can only go as fast as the game wants us to go on here. So the game wants us to go on here, and then from here, just wait. So the only thing we could do right now is we have to basically carefully make our way across the plains. It doesn't seem hard, it just seems annoying that we have to wait. They actually expect you to wait on this one section and drive forward enough to hit this. So weird. Maybe I have a good acceleration for this is key anyway. We'll probably use a random car again once we get to it. But, I don't know. It's been so long since we've had. almost there, actually. Yeah, damn. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this one is probably the most annoying one we've ever had to challenge. It's literally just an auto score, yet it's so tricky to stay on since you're so used to going so fast normally. Timing seems a little bit precise for my liking too. Just retry early, so that it pops up sooner. When I said boy to fight, when it said boy to fight, I thought that we would actually get a glider and then get autoflow in there. I wasn't told this was gonna be a full-on auto-scoring P-switch. I get it. Not all the P-switches on this part are great. Okay, I will say Nintendo did add in one specific thing, but it wasn't the thing you think it is. They didn't add in just to tell you what you've done and what you haven't done. Just so you know, I don't cut out any of this, so you can see how painful some of these really are. Even if I didn't understand them, most of the time they already take like a little less than a minute most of the time. Okay, I think I have to actually be going throw at that point. I can't not do it like that. Oh. This is ridiculous. My thing got glitched and so zoomed out. I had to change stuff again. Alright. I fixed it. I don't know what the heck happened there, honestly. I think I clicked something on accident. But anyways, as I was saying, the AI have been nerfed quite a bit. So, I'm actually glad that I did the 150cc for that. If you're wondering why I had to even do progress in freewheel mode before that, it's because you need at least 10 of every unlockable to unlock mirror mode. If you do that and then go for mirror mode simply does not unlock anymore. I'm literally staying perfectly still and looking. Yeah, that's what I expected. We have to drive off of that thing to get to here. Whew, finally got here. I guess it was partially worth it. This took us to Crown City, which is actually the next area I wanted to go. In terms of getting all the stamps, P-switches, or question mark bot panels, whatever. So now we do Crown City. Now, Crown City is pretty massive, annoyingly enough. It's gonna probably have a lot of stuff in there. It's also a pretty wide map that's here, so it's gonna take a while to actually say what everything is. Okay, well we found one of the panels already. Trying to figure out whether it's between the middle or to the right. Say slots. I think we're better off just staring around here for a bit. Alright, okay, here's the... Okay, alright, I think I went on a bit too on. So, the last time we actually played, we played as Dolphin. Then I mentioned that I had like a couple of characters. I actually don't even remember if I played Charging Chuck. So I think here's what I'll do. We'll play Charging Chuck and Bitty Bud just to 100% confirm we've played with every character. And for Parrot Bitty, I don't know what answers usually do. I do want to go with some kind of bike. I'm gonna try Rally Bike. this. Biddybud is the fastest turning by far. He can turn really good. Biddybud is probably actually the character you'd want to use for most of these missions, given he turns so well and so many of these specific things you have to do in free roam mode require you to be very specific. Yeah, I might redo this challenge just briefly. Just check something. Okay, I'm just gonna keep this as backup. Alright. I will admit, probably the best part of free roam mode is the fact you get so much different music from the Mario Kart series. I mean, Mario series, rather, in general. Got all sorts of different stuff you can listen to. I guess that helps make up for the fact that I could potentially not always be the greenest. What I mean by that is, I feel like that there's not a lot, there's no way to tell when you've got everything. There's also no way to tell what exactly you've done. Okay, this is actually taking us around spots we do actually do on the main track in the city. But we're doing it partially backwards because I think we usually go down this path instead. Yeah, we are used to going the right side, so we're doing it in reverse actually, partially. I picked a pretty old sea cobble actually, you know. It's hard to know. I forget, but I know there's some world records using this character, because Biddybud also has a secret ability, but this time he has the best handling of any character in the entire game. Even like if you try to create a character that visually has more handling, Biddybud is an invisible hand stat. Makes him better most of the time. Also forgot to mention, the less regular speed on your character in general, the more longer your drift boost will last, which is done to make up for the character and having not as good of a speed boost. For bigger characters, it's the complete opposite. They don't get boost for as long, but they have more speed to make up for it. We're just going for a big loop here around the entire city. Okay, I picked a good race here, clearly. This is a long race, except Alright. Not taking that because I don't want to kill off because I went too fast. Okay, I'm just making sure this is the correct time. Yes, this one was correct. Oh, perfect. Okay, so from here we'll retry, but back off and go somewhere else. So, based on what we're seeing, we should go probably here. Actually, just looking at this now gives me an idea. You often have to do lots of tricks to get onto spots. So yeah, I'm gonna try getting on here. Okay, we barely made it on, but there was nothing here. Oh, we can go up here actually. Trying to move the camera around so I can see stuff. Okay, we finally found a peach medallion going this way. Gonna actually briefly go out to the normal freeway map just to make sure I get that. Check which one that was. Alright. Perfect. Okay, we found that. Just so you know, guys, once again, we're using the game code guide to show where all the collectibles are. We simply would not be able to do this much stuff quickly without that. I imagine with Crown City, we'll probably have to, like, climb the towers or something to get more coins, so we probably need to find pipes to get on the roof, or do some crazy tricks to get on there. I think that's actually probably the other interesting thing about free roam mode, is you simply cannot use, like, item cheats to get yourself everywhere. You have to actually figure out certain routes and figure out, okay, this is how I get here, this is how I get to this area. To figure out, oh, well, why don't I look up on the side of this area, see if we can find something. I think that's the part that makes free roam interesting. I know Forza Horizon 5, I talk about a lot on this now, has a lot of stuff like that too, but in particular, it feels like Kart World does have some things that are interesting, like having you go into a pipe to get to certain areas. I'm guessing I needed a ever to go on that. I decided, actually, we should just try to... Okay. Ah! This car will not stop getting in the way. We'll just go around instead. Okay, we can't go there, interestingly enough. Oh, okay, well, if it's gonna be that hard, we might have to wait for another glider ramp thing again. We're finding a completely different side area, like I might have just found over here. Okay, having a bite is not actually that bad. It helps us get to these corners a bit easier. Too bad there wasn't anything there either. Okay, well, we might have better options around to get to where we need. Sometimes it does feel like we are just blindly driving around, but to be fair, we haven't been in this mode in a while. Too bad we can't go in everywhere. It would be interesting. What I'm most worried about this area is how do we get onto the bridges? That I'm really curious about. So I guess okay, I guess I also should have mentioned how exactly you're probably wondering, are we gonna do... Okay, actually, I see a prime opportunity now. We could probably abuse this side spot to get onto other buildings, so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna actually purposely drop out here for that reason. And then power jump onto this. Okay, there's nothing there. I'd say I probably could have looked at it a little bit closer there. Now it wants us to go on the wall, from the looks of it. Gonna need to build up some speed. Interesting, they put the reason to put coins up here, yet they did not put anything else up here. Keeping my item in case I might need it for a speed boost later. Okay. Sorry, Tails. I just wanted this medallion. Trust me, I just wanted this peach medallion. I did not mean to get you right while doing that. Oh, perfect. This is this one. This is the one that, yeah, anyway. Alright, let's go back here. Oh, I just realized there kind of be a cheat here. Because Crown City is way more massive than the other places. But if you go to a map, well, actually, if you go to the map and look at it, it's actually, there's actually 10. There's actually 10 switches hidden here, not 5, like there usually is. I think they probably meant for there to be more tracks, but because they ran out of the other stuff, they also probably took a look and realized, oh, Grand City is our biggest trap, we'll just hide more in that to make it feel bigger. So I think that's exactly what they did. I've used this to get onto one secret. I suppose I could probably find one by just going on to this area over here. We already take anyway. Big difference is there anything else on here besides just the normal side? No, but apparently there is a alternative path you can take to get up here, interestingly enough. That's where we would go, but now we're gonna take this optional path. Okay, we found a P-switch. Let's use this. Oh. Okay. Not gonna lie, now this is suddenly starting to... Oh, hang on. This is a really cool challenge now. Not gonna lie, just doing this one challenge now is giving off some Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift vibes. I feel like that's definitely what they were going when they thought of making this P-switch challenge. These two feel kind of because they both feel kind of similar in nature. At least the first part I know, first race I know about when they practice takes place any part in garage. So that's actually pretty cool that they have other references just kind of snuck in. You probably would not have known that reference unless you watched all the Fast and Furious series stuff. I personally never watched them growing up, but I started watching them with one of my friends a couple of years ago. Just now got through all of them. Speaking of which, I wonder where the Fast and Furious series has gone all these years. I'm not gonna say much else other than I hope it's more interesting. Oh, hang on. Can I go back? I saw a pipe. Maybe this is how we get to the roof of one of the places. Or not? Where are we going? Okay, where are we going? Ugh. It just completely takes us out of the area altogether. Okay, turns out I don't want to do that. No thank you. Okay, this is weird. Here we go. Okay, this is gonna be really awkward if we do not look at stuff. I didn't realize this one area might take a while. We'll just go... We got a star that time. I was not paying attention to see if we missed anything. Oh, so this is how you enter this. Huh? Interesting. Yeah, I will admit, I think I picked the right character for this. Like I said, this character and I think for kart / bike I picked as well does have like by far the best handling I've seen. Okay. I just realized this is the one we definitely already got. Yeah, I think we can mark it off once we see that this has indeed been collected. Yeah, it's been collected. Alright. So... Alright, enough fooling around. Let's actually go on that glider ramp I was gonna do before. I could have just done that first, but I ended up finding a challenge that took me here and ended up working out. Alright, let's go here. Let's see where we want to go. I don't actually see a good shot. We'll just go for this instead. Oh! I didn't know that was... Apparently they consider that out of bounds. Maybe because people have been stuck there before. Oh, I saw something on the right. Whoop. Sorry, Fire Agent. Did not mean to hit you like that. Yeah, we have a whopping 10 of those big switches to hit. Okay, I have an idea now. Slam against the wall here, and we could just get that panel like that. Then just turn down right and hit this key switch. If we can actually land on it properly. There we go. We need to grab that parking spot past, apparently. Oof. Oh, we hit it from underneath. That was weird, actually. Okay, well, we got that, then. Okay, this is the one I thought of, yeah. So we can mark that as required. Again, to keep this simple, we'll probably just keep reloading fine. I think this actually supposedly takes about a minute. Oh wow, he has to jump off entirely. Oop, I was not paying attention there. There we go. So we have to just kind of jump off here casually. And then again to get to this one. Oh, we nearly hit that going the other way, actually. That would have been interesting. See how that worked. Okay. Well, we got that. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I forgot to mention, yes, to make the character setup a bit more interesting. Oh, we have to go the other way. Oh! What the heck? Really like when my student decides for no reason to just turn off when I'm trying to do stuff. I'll have you know, I use an iPad to set this up. Okay. I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm just gonna... Well, it seems like we have to go from here. So we just ride this railing, apparently. It'll take us to where we need to be, then. Yeah, it just naturally takes us to this P-switch. Okay, cool. I'll make this, it's acquired already, because we're gonna acquiring this soon. I will say, this area is a lot more massive compared to the other ones. Oh, that was weird. I will say they're very lenient, particularly with these missions. These are some of the few missions you can actually rewind and still get, like, no problem, almost. Alright, okay. I'm gonna restart, but I'm not going to go to the same spot. What's funny is this doesn't even put us on the intended start path. It puts us on a different straightforward path. Anyways, to get to one of these, we need to go to the original starting line. To get to that, we first need to go backwards quite a bit. Until we get to it, and then from there we need to go right. So it's kind of nice that they make it so that now that you only have to catch one time, if anybody's curious. It is required if you're trying to go for all 100% stuff, but you also only need to one time. It'd be tedious to track down all of those locations. Because I don't plan on catching him more than once anyway. Here we go. Okay, this one's a bit tighter. It's not tight enough that we can... It's not untight enough that we can't rewind. Can rewind here and still get it. So we need to rewind questions this time. I want to at least practice this though. Probably what I wouldn't have made it. That was a little too late anyway. So that final move is what's really tricky. You have to switch the railings and then jump off at the last second. Say what you want, guys, about Mario Kart World, but I think these P-switch challenges are what make this mode what it is. They're at least interesting. Especially the first time you do these, like, trying to figure out what to do is actually pretty cool. Okay, instead of doing that, I'm just gonna wait. And just teleport back. Take too long if we just go to one spot then the other. I do like how, for everyone's convenience sake, they actually made it so that... Okay, we have to go back to the parking garage. This is gonna take a while. We'll probably just... Okay, so this is probably the faster way to go here. Now we have to go, I think, on top here. There's another. Okay, so this next battle is really far away, and I wonder why I didn't find it. So we have to go here, except we must go the opposite way of where we went before. Also, due to weird circumstances, my thing won't even rotate. I was definitely trying to rotate there, game. I don't know what you were trying to do, but it was trying to be rude, that's what it was. Let's just try going up here. Okay. That got us a beach medallion I was accepting, but I don't know exactly where the last one was. Okay. That was fun. We got an extra collectible by just straying off a little bit from where I was intended. Alright, there we go. Okay. I just needed to turn around a bit sooner. Okay. Let's go here. There we go. We got that. Got it done. Alright. Okay, this sounds weird. Okay, hang on. That was a coin that I wasn't expecting either. So now we have to go back to the free roam map and select that. That's not it. Okay, this I believe is the one we got. Alright. And this other one we found by detouring, which we already did. Okay, and now we're just gonna go off and do this one. This one, I wonder why it's so tricky. We have to go very far off the map here, almost. I will say the middle map they goes for the cranes is not really helpful. I'll tell you that much. Feels a little weird. Just looking at the normal map. Let's go back here again. Okay, we had to leave the city itself. Go over this bridge to find our next one. I guess theoretically we could have gotten it while we're here, but when you have zero knowledge of where anything is, it makes more sense to just stay in the area you already are. Okay, I guess one thing I could do is, before I teleport, I need to check the area around where I got the to see if there might be another one. I think there might be if we just go backwards a little bit. So, you know what? I'll start this other one, but instead of following the route takes, I'm gonna go over here in this because I think it's probably somewhere around here. Yeah, now I know where it is. It's on the main path you actually take in Crown City. On the first lap, that is. probably land here. But we'll take this so we get up top here. Try to slowly get out at this. Oh, okay. We'll go back a bit. So we'll take the outer rampas out. We need to fall down now. There we go. See, we weren't too far off there, actually. Okay. Let's get going. Oh, he just falls off. That's sneaky. Oh, I see it now. Okay, now I'm kind of curious where this next one leads. Let's see where this goes. Whoa. Okay. Takes us further up. Let's try up here. I almost got that. Just a bit slow speed there. Okay, whatever. That gave us some money, and we're already actually at the start. So no need to teleport. We could just go from where we are. Now we're in the middle right now. They want us to go here. Oh, this is the set where I had to power jump earlier. Might actually be one that we already got. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now we can mark that as acquired for sure. Which leaves us with only one potential one, I think. Yeah, only one left. Don't think we need to teleport here either, because it's go the same way we're going already. Partially, at least, yeah. Now we just have to go to wherever the third map normally takes us. We'll take this thrower at it. And then we can flip off here and get our last panel. For this area, at least. Alright. Good, we got that done. Okay, this should be the... I'm gonna go through this panel now. This is gonna be in a weird set though. So we'll teleport back. Start off with. So this was a ramp area I was trying to get on earlier. In hindsight, we were really close though. You just need to go up here instead, bunk onto here on purpose. That gets us to where we need to be. This is the only area we passed by. Piece which we passed by quite a few times. Oop. That's gonna be tricky to land on. I think. So now, if I did everything correctly, the only thing I should have left besides maybe one medallion is the coins. I did not took that time, because that kind of messed us up there. You do have to trick in quite a few spots to have enough speed to make it. Speaking of which, I also probably should have mentioned, they changed the way trick boosts work apparently as well. Total changed quite a bit of stuff actually with the latest patch they did, which is interesting. From what I heard, some of it was good, some of it was bad. It's hard to know what was good and what was bad though. Okay, honestly, I'm probably gonna prefer just doing stuff, but I also don't mind at least going to each individual area first to try and conveniently get as many as I can at once. Oh, we have to go here. Oh, we straight up have to leave the main city altogether. The actual switch we need is all the way in this park area over here, which I got. This was a thing. Alright, now we have to go for this park with lots of Yoshis and Toads currently around. Okay, it might be a maze just trying to find all of these. We do have the training speed, so that should help out a little bit. I'm worried to drift, actually, just based off where we're going. I guess I'll drift this one spot. I think I'll get a tighter turn if I just get it. Cool, I saved the middle one for last. That's where they were cheering the most. Seems like me. Alright. Well, there we go. Now let's go here. Oh, by the way, there's also another hidden feature I completely forgot to mention. Oh. Hang on. If you stop by someone and press this, they'll do an emote right back. If you emote to a random card, then they'll actually emote back. That I only recently discovered through a video zoned in. It's a weird, interesting detail they threw in. I don't believe exists in Mario Kart Deluxe at all. Let alone many of the other ones that even found to begin with that are in the Mario Kart series. Okay. Once again, we have to just completely leave this area. Just go somewhere else entirely. That's when we'll get to the base switch here. Now we must dodge Bowser's minions on our way to the goal. We have some electric guys and also some piranha plants and higher ice bows as well. Okay, this is quite a bit of obstacles already. I'll have you tell I'll tell you now also later some specific items including boomerang as well. It's changed did a lot of interesting things to the game, I'll say that much. I'll just start by teleporting to here. But we're gonna actually end the episode here, guys. We did all of Crown City. It was a longer area. But then again, this is Crown City. What to say? This is probably the biggest place in all of the Mario Kart World free roam map. And just so you know, if anybody's wondering, no, we're not doing this map in mirror mode. It literally has the exact same collectibles, but it also saves the exact same collectibles. When wondering, that secret is honestly just there so you can practice the free roam tracks without having to actually do mirror mode yourself. but at the same time, you also still need to play the full cups if you want to practice the full loop. Anyways, see you guys in another video. Peace.